Yo, beautiful people, this is Nadir.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. So we're back today to review the Kid Cudi and Kanye project, Kids See Ghosts.
Yeah, man.
Kids See Ghosts. I didn't think this one was going to come out.
Oh, no. Listen, Kanye is hitting all them dates. Whether or not it drops when it's supposed to during the day, it's going to come on that Friday at some point.
Yes, at some point. Now, mind you, it ain't going to come at midnight.
Nah.
It's going to come midday. This one came at like 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't think it was coming.
Yeah.
But when it came out, everyone it hit the net. Everybody went crazy as far as it was releasing.
Yeah.
I didn't know Cudi had a stamp on kids these days the way he does, man. Like,
hey, man, Cudi's an influencer, man.
Yeah.
He really drove the youth for a good long while. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So two biggest names, they make it right. They're like a relationship. I'm talking about Kanye and Cudi. They go through it, but they make up. They're cool now, and they made a pretty good 7 tracks on this, man.
Yeah,
they made a pretty good. I think this is what Kanye wanted his album to be like.
Think so?
Yeah, I do. I think this is the sound he was going for because this sounded like old Kanye.
Yeah,
this sounded like the old Kanye. Him and Mike Dean got in there and they cooked up some magic. The one track that I literally we talked about, that Fourth Dimension. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's 2.5 minutes long, but I don't know how many times I've listened to it. I mean, seriously, I would put that on them drums come in there and those Kanye drums.
Yeah,
and from everything, like I think to the artwork, to everything about it was like this is the Kanye that he really wants to make, the sound. Cudi comes in and he adds the perfect sprinkle in there too. Was Mos Def on one of the songs?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
so you better respect Yasin Bey.
Okay, but see, that's the thing on Tidal, it doesn't list the
features.
Artists. Yeah, so I heard him. I'm like, hold up, is that him? So. Yeah, man. I gushed over it. Of course, I'm a Cudi stan. I've become, and he birthed my boy Travis Scott, which I'm still sick of from Jordans, but that's a whole nother subject. But
man,
yeah, man, that's sick. But yo, what'd you think? No, we'll talk. We'll have a podcast about that.
But wow, I've been waiting for this album. I was looking forward to this more than I was looking forward to Ye.
Right.
I wanted to see what Cudi had in the tuck. Man, we both really loved that Passion Pain, Demon Slaying.
Check that review out.
So I thought Cudi was going to be on the right track, and boy. Yeah. Did he deliver?
Hey man,
he came with the fire.
He said he came off the top rope like Ric Flair on your bit.
Hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I will say about this album is in spots, I felt like I wanted more Cudi, and in other spots, I felt like I wanted more Ye. Like when I got to Reborn, that one verse that we got from Ye, though it was his best verse on the entire project.
Yes, that was.
I wanted a second one from him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I wanted Cudi to come in for that second verse. Maybe Kanye close out with a third verse, or at least add some backing vocals. Yeah. There's a lot of tracks on here that kind of hit me that way. Mm-hmm. First of all, my standout track on here is Free. Okay. Absolutely. It's like I love the raw vocals, the raw emotion. Yeah. It's like, that song just gets me so hyped and amped up. Ty Dolla $ign. Hey, listen, man. If y'all don't recognize, this man is a star, man.
How he freaked that? I don't know.
He just came in for 2 seconds, and stole the show.
Yes.
He stole that whole song, man. Just made it sound amazing.
Yeah.
But they just swagged all over that, man. I felt like the production on this album was much cleaner, much more precise than what we got on Ye.
Yeah, they cooked it more.
Yeah. It definitely felt like they spent more time on this and, really trying to craft and perfect this album to make sure that it was what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And, for 7 songs, I was not mad. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't have minded more, but I felt like this was the perfect, just concise, to the point album and just really boxing up everything that you needed from these 2 artists.
Yeah.
The features that came through on here, like they were minimal. Like Yasin Bey came through on that track, what was that? Kids See Ghosts. Mm-hmm. And it's like, he added just the perfect sprinkle of swagger onto that track. You know what I'm saying? Without overdoing it. It wasn't overseasoned, not too salty.
And how they got him was crazy. I mean, how they got him on the track, I was just amazing. He doesn't even make music really anymore.
I don't know how his citizenship status is standing right now. Kanye somehow figured a way to smuggle him on the track, and I appreciate him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I'm glad to see my boy Cudi back, man. I'm glad to hear that Kanye and Cudi worked it out.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that both of them were really exercising their demons and kind of finding a better way and letting it reflect in the music, man.
Did you find it depressing at all?
Not at all, man.
Why are people saying that?
I felt that the music was more triumphant because
me too.
It felt like they were talking more so about overcoming the things that were holding back a lot of times.
I mean, before we review things, we try to stay away from other reviewers to get into. But I read just a couple articles about it, and people were saying like, "Oh, this is depressing," blah blah blah. I'm like, what music are y'all listening to?
Right.
It felt like you said more triumphant, and when a lot of the stuff was more uplifting. Like I have gotten over these things. I was depressed at a certain point. You're not gonna listen to a Cudi project and not hear the depression. You know know he's going to talk about it, but I think, like you said,
it's in the hums.
Yes, it's in the hums.
It's in the hums. There's no dodging that.
Absolutely. What'd you give it, bro?
Man, I rated this album at a 94. I put it right up there with Daytona.
Okay, I gave it 93.
Okay.
So, dang, you were really close.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a good week for music.
Absolutely, man. I know some people are like, I'm not listening to Kanye. I'm offering for his comments. Listen,
I feel like everybody put that away now.
Yes, people will rock with Kanye.
Away.
Yeah. Wyoming is still on rebuttal. They're not letting more of us in anymore.
Nah.
That's another subject too. But yo, let us know what you guys think, man. We're too high, too low. Is Kev too high, too low? And Kid Cudi and Kanye fans get in here, give it a review. Let us know what you guys scored.
Absolutely.
But let us know. I am Nadir.
This Kev.
And yo, we're Games Music Life, man. Drink more water, people.
Peace.